So we've talked about syllable stress and looked at some of the common patterns that exist in English. Now, when we're looking at multiple syllable words, and by that I mean 2, 3, 4, 5, and upward syllables in one word, it's very important to identify what the primary or that main stress is. Every single multisyllable word will have one primary stress. And the question is, how well can you identify that stress? And then after that, how well can you actually place that stress when you are saying those words? So let's take a look at some examples. I've chosen 4 syllable words. I'm going to say them, and I want you to first identify where the stress is. So here's the first one. I'll give you a second to look at it, then I will say it, and I want you to think of what pattern does it have? Where is that primary stress? So the word is motivation. One more time, motivation. So we place the stress on that third syllable, motivation. What you'll notice is when we're speaking naturally and quickly, you won't hear it very, very loudly. So it won't sound like motivation, although there is still a louder and longer emphasis on that third syllable, motivation. See if you can try that. And as we saw before, notice what happens to those other syllables that aren't the primary stress. They tend to get said more quickly and with reduced sounds. So instead of motivation, we have motivation. Motivation. Let's take a look at a second one now. Here is our word. Let me say this for you. Ability. Ability. Okay, where is the primary stress placed in this 4-syllable word? It should be on that second syllable. Ability. Ability. So you can see it gets a bit louder and longer on that second syllable. Now this is a very interesting word because actually the first syllable, instead of ability, it gets reduced to something called a schwa. And a schwa is that relaxed central mid vowel. And it sounds more like ah. So instead of ability, we have ability. Ability. Another common reduction when you say this word naturally is you'll start to notice T's typically get reduced to a D sound. And that's because it's easier to make a D as you are pronouncing the other sounds. And it's a little bit more efficient or faster. So instead of ability, it sounds like ability. Ability. Practice that and see if you can place that stress and also reduce those other syllables. Okay, let's take a look at our third example here. 4-syllable word, where is the stress? It is intelligent. Intelligent. So the stress here falls again on that second syllable. Intelligent. Intelligent. And you'll notice the first syllable in intelligent, it's a little quieter, a little bit faster. The third syllable actually also sounds like an ah. Intelligent. Intelligent. So if we said this without any stress, it would sound like intelligent. Intelligent. But instead, with that beautiful pattern, we have intelligent. Intelligent. See if you can try that. Finally, we have this example. 4 syllables. Which syllable gets the stress here? So we say this as advantageous. Advantageous. So hopefully you can hear that stress falling on the third syllable, advantageous. da-da-da-da, advantageous. So the key here really is to look at the syllables. You know that one of the syllables will have that primary stress, which means the other ones are going to be said more quickly, said more quietly, and softer. Stress placement on syllables is so important in English, and it helps the listener to recognize the word that you are trying to say. With these examples, we saw 4-syllable words that either had the stress on the second or the third syllable. We will also look in coming videos at prefixes and suffixes and what happens with changes to the stress placement. If you learned something today, let me know through a like or comment. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so that you won't miss any of my upcoming videos on stress. I will see you in the next one.